out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hello, everybody. Harry Carey coming at you. Welcome to Wrigley Field. It's a Saturday afternoon, and the Chicago Cubbies will be taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Second game of a 3-game series here at Wrigley Field. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the BirdWatcher Channel. Harry Carey sitting in for BW. It's a beautiful day at the ballpark. The Cubbies are coming off a 1-0 victory yesterday over the Orioles. It was a pitching duel. Not a whole lot of hits to be had. Pretty boring game, hey, Arnie? Anyway, today, game 2. Charm City Chat, how you doing? By the way, happy birthday to Mildred Jankowski of Decatur, Illinois. It's our 127th birthday today. Happy birthday. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup today. Tomoyuki Sugano will be on the mound for the Orioles out of Japan. You know, we beat them in the war, Arnie. That's right. Never forget. Sugano. He'll be taking on Matthew Boyd. Sugano, 8-5 record. Boyd, 11-4. The starting lineups for the Baltimore Orioles. Leading off and playing second base, Jackson Holliday. Westberg at third. Henderson, the DH. Rutschman behind the plate. Mayo at first. Carlson in center. Cowser in left. Jackson in right. Vasquez, the shortstop. For the Cubbies, Bush at first. Tucker in right. Suzuki, the DH. Pro Armstrong in center. Happ in left. Castro at second. Horner at short. McGuire, the catcher. Shaw at third. It's a beautiful day here in Chicago. 76 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Home plate umpire today, Emil Jimenez. And there are some beautiful ladies around the ballpark. Hey, Arnie, take a look at that one over there. Yeah, about 5th row from the tarp. Get a shot of her, will ya? It's called ratings, Arnie. This is how you get ratings. All right, look. Can I do this for 3 hours? No. Could I do this in a game record-breaking 1 hour and 50-minute game like yesterday? No. No. How you doing, everybody? There was a little slice of Harry Carey. Maybe he'll call an inning during the ball game. But how many people are here right now? Yeah, it's not a very large amount of people. If you were there for that, consider yourself fortunate among the lucky few. We've got game 2 today. The Orioles and the Cubs. Yesterday, yeah. Where has all the offense gone? Oh my God. No hits. I mean, we technically had a couple of hits, but technically had a couple of hits. I can name a couple of bands that technically had a couple of hits. We're hoping for better today. Ooh, that's very, very hot. Yeah, I'm not very prepared. What's going on? Let me take a look at the Twitter, Rock Kabatko Twitter account. Tyler O'Neill has been scratched from the lineup today. Great. Why was he scratched? Why is he ill? Tyler O'Neill scratched with an illness. He was originally in the lineup today. So it's Holiday, Westberg, Gunnar, Rutschman, Mayo, Carlson, Cowser, Jackson, and Vasquez. Jeremiah Jackson got his first major league hit yesterday. Going to play in the field today, right field. And Vasquez is going to cover shortstop. Gunnar moving the DH. O'Neill taken out of the lineup. Brandon Young, it has been made official, will start tomorrow, and Cade Povich will start Monday in Philadelphia. So that is your rotation for the time being until Bradish returns. We got Cade Povich, we've got Brandon Young, along with Dean Kramer, Sugano, and of course the amazing. Can we just start calling him this from now on? This is my nickname. The amazing Mr. Rogers. The amazing Mr. Rogers. Folks, the Trevor Rogers story. It cannot be exaggerated. It cannot be overstated. It is quite something. It's pretty damn amazing. Unfortunately, Rogers given 0 run support yesterday as he pitched a 1-run, 8-inning shutout, or 8-inning complete game, I should say. Wow, the Red Sox just lost Tanner Houck to Tommy John. Another arm goes down. Folks, I tell you what. Pitching. It's what's for dinner. All right, let's get this game up. We should be about 5 minutes away from first pitch. Should be. So I need to check something out. I guess the Rockies were playing who? There was some kind of crazy inning that went down between the Rockies and somebody. Was it the Royals? What was it? I don't know. Charm City chat. You tell me. Tyler O'Neill has been scratched with an illness. It just says illness. What is an illness? I don't know. I could say I have a scratchy throat, or I could say I have herpes. I don't know. They're both illnesses. One is a lot more, yeah, there's a wide variety of illnesses with a wide variety of recovery time and all that. Oh, Joel, it's too early for that. Cha-cha-cha. All right, the game is up. Sugano. Have we figured out how to not tip pitches? We need to keep the ball in the yard today. That's my big brained expertise. Sugano, don't give up home runs today, and maybe we can score some runs, and then that's how we maybe win. I don't know. I'm thinking 4D chess over here, folks. I'm a 4D chess kind of a guy. Right. Let's say hi to the Charm City chat, since I, clearly don't have anything prepared, or I'm completely off my game. I've got some sinus issues. It's been on and off now for I don't know, weeks. But man, it's just acting up. It's just being a pain. And that's the joy of doing this on YouTube. I get to call games and tell the audience that I'm not feeling well from time to time. I wouldn't have that luxury if I were a professional broadcaster on a major network. You don't get to come on and go, "Hey guys, feeling under the weather, but I'm still looking forward to calling the ball game today." No. They have to be consummate professionals, which I am not. And I'm very proud of that. How you doing, Charm City chat? Guillermo Hernandez, Joel, Kurt M., George Fold, George Ford. Hey, it's a really complicated name. Give me a break. Chilo, Danjo, Warren, Chawa, Michael, Scotty, Edward, Animan, Baxter, Garrett Family Aquatics, Leaf Cat. This is a great memory exercise. When I do this, because the whole idea is to get everybody's name out without repeating somebody. And eventually I'm just going to say names 5 times. And then you'll know my brain is starting to decline, and it might be time to call it a day. Stromboli is here. Book Doc, how you doing? Travis. Let's go Ravens. El Duderino. I think we're all caught up, folks. If I didn't get your name in, you can yell at me, and I'll say hello. Just be nice. We got 50-something people here. Less than half have hit the like button. One of these days, I'm going to be able to say more than half have arrived and hit the like button as we get ready for first pitch. But who knows how long it'll be till that day. But for now, I continue to gently remind the audience, please tap that like button. Thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. We barely got over 100 likes yesterday. It was a difficult endeavor. So Matthew Boyd is pitching for the Cubs against Sugano. This is his 22nd start. He's got a good record, 11-4 with a 2.47 ERA and a very good whip, 1.06. These are not numbers you like to see if you're an Oriole lineup, especially with Boyd being a left-hander. These are all the characteristics of a guy that could shut this Oriole offense down. First pitch swinging, Jackson Holliday is going to hit into an out. It's a ground ball to second base. And that's how this one starts. Holiday retired, 1 down on 1 pitch. Fastball, changeup, slider, curveball, the classic 4-pitch mix from Boyd. He's also throws an occasional sinker in there. There's first pitch swinging from Westberg. He grounds to third, and he's retired. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Apparently, the Orioles are in the mood to challenge yesterday's game time of 1 hour and 50 minutes. They are on pace to see 27 pitches in this ball game. 2 down, 25 to go. Here's Gunnar Henderson. First pitch to him. Hey, he takes it. Folks, we didn't make an out on a pitch. It's called improvement. Swing and a miss. The count is 1-1. Orioles are wearing their orange jersey tops with the gray pants. Cubs with their blue jersey tops with the pinstripe pants. Blue stripes on white. Here's a ground ball to second. And this throw is going to be well offline. Gunnar will reach with an infield single, as that play at second never really stood a chance. That's Castro at second base. Defensively for the Cubs, it is Happ in left, Crow, Armstrong in center, Tucker in right, Shaw at third, Horner at short, Castro at second, who they just brought in via trade, I believe, from the Twins. Check on Holiday. He's back standing, and it was too close for my liking. I'm sorry, that's Gunnar. Okay, Gunnar, you get a pass. You're not Holiday. Still, be careful over there. Michael Bush is at first base. Reese McGuire behind the plate. Get back in there, Gunnar. Sorry I called you Jackson. I need more coffee. Rutschman's at the plate, 2 down. And he takes outside for ball 1. All right. We're up to 6 pitches here in the first inning. Really starting to slow the game down now.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
2 out, runner at first. The pitch. Just a bit outside. 2-0. 2-0 on Rutschman, folks. Your first bugle of the day. The 2-0, first to throw over to check on Henderson. He's back. Is that twice now Boyd has checked on Gunnar in this at-bat? Perhaps Gunnar will take a larger lead. Another packed crowd here at Wrigley Field. That pitch is outside. It's 3-0 on Rutschman. 3-0. Go ahead and take a pitch here and don't run, Gunnar. That is a called strike. Boy, that was close. Boyd just hitting the upper outside corner of the zone. 3-1 on Adley. Historic Wrigley Field. Folks, nothing can touch Camden Yards, but there's only one venue that, for me, that hits second place, and that's Wrigley. I've never been to Wrigley Field. Line drive into left, but it's going to be caught out there by Happ. Rutschman hits it on a line, hits it hard. but it's right at the left fielder to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Orioles, nothing, and the Cubs. The Cubbies are coming up. Hey, Arnie. Could you put a little more whiskey in this coffee? Yeah, so the Cubs made a couple of additions, right? They got Andrew Kittredge from us. They got Willie Castro. He's playing second base today. Looked a little bit funky on that attempt to get Gunnar Henderson out. Luckily, he didn't throw the ball completely away. Gaming Kitchen is here. Carl. Oh, Carl. Now, wait a sec. Let me go back and check something real quick. Let me make sure I got the right. I just want to make sure about this. Look, I don't want this to be like some big deal, okay? But I would appreciate to not be misquoted or misrepresented in other people's chats. Now, where is this? Because, yeah. Something was said that was not, it did not happen. Where is it? Yeah, there you are, Carl. So you were on a Mets game, I guess, yesterday? And you said this in the chat. BW had special on O's trades. He's not too fond of our GM. You remember saying that, Carl? I just like to ask, what did I say about the Mets GM? Because honestly, I don't even know his name off the top of my head. I had to Google it. We're in the bottom of the first. Sugano's first pitch to Bush is fouled away. I made no statement about the Mets GM. I didn't even say anything to the effect of the Orioles. Boy, the Mets really fleeced us in that said Mullins trade. I said nothing to that effect. Why did you tell a Mets fan base on another channel that I said that, Carl? That I said anything about the Mets GM? I'd like to know. This pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bush. Now, what I did say, the only thing that could be slightly construed as a negative comment toward the Mets was that I was just simply not happy to see said Mullins in a Met uniform. I'm a fan of said Mullins. I'm not the biggest fan of the Mets. I'm allowed to feel that way. And I just, the idea of seeing said in a Mets uniform just probably hurt me more than any other trade that happened yesterday. That's it. That's all I said. So let me know what you think there, Carl. And maybe you could explain to me what you meant by that I don't appreciate, or what was it? I'm not fond of your GM. Carl, you're typing right now in the chat and you're not answering me. Bush is still leading off. He's got a 3-2 count. He fouls it away. He's batting .272 on the season. Just getting started, folks. No score, bottom of the first. Cubs at the plate. Sugano on the mound. Here's the payoff pitch again. Grounded on the right side. It is a foul ball. Mayo fields it. Foul. Is this microphone working, or this is part of that interactive thing that you folks like, right? Carl, hello? Anything? Comment? Comment? Anything? Anything at all? Payoff pitch to Bush. Fouled again, off to the right, on the ground. 8 pitches to the first batter for Sugano. Meanwhile, the Orioles made 2 outs for Matthew Boyd's first 2 pitches. This one's fouled again. We'll do it again. It's still 3-2. He's a New York Met. What does that mean? Carl, I'm asking you, why did you say that BW said that he's not fond of the Mets GM? And that is your direct quote. Fly ball to left field. Cows are going back. He leaps up against the ivy, and he makes the catch. The milkman. He jumps into the vines of Wrigley Field and comes away with the baseball. What a way to get the first out. The milkman.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
I mean, hardly any experience dealing with that crazy wall out there. It's a brick wall covered in ivy. Cowser crashes into it, makes the catch. 1 down. Kyle Tucker at the plate, and he fouls the first pitch he sees away. Already 11 pitches. Sugano 10 pitches to get that first out. Carl, I'm still waiting. If you think like waiting me out is going to make it go away, it's not. Like you have an explaining to do. You know, I didn't really appreciate it, and to not be able to really explain yourself makes you look even worse. 1-1 pitch to Tucker is low. 2-1 the count. Like, were you trying to just stir something up? Trying to make me look like an antagonist to another team's fan base? Why would you do that? Why would you make something up like that? 2-1 pitch to Tucker is a called strike. It's 2-2. I'm still waiting, Carl. This might be another 2-hour game today, but there's still an hour and 40 minutes to go. Just any sort of explanation will do. Maybe. Swing and a miss. Tucker goes down on strikes. Sugano.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Anything, Carl? Anything at all? Anything at all, Carl? Here's a fly ball to center field. Carlson is up against the ivy, and he makes the catch. My goodness. 2 balls barely held in the park. A couple of ivy balls. But we get out of it. Sugano. I said my number one concern was the home run ball. Keep it in the yard. Well, he has here in the first, but only just. 2 balls nearly getting out of here. We go to the second inning scoreless at Wrigley Field. I'll be right back. Looking forward to hearing from Carl. Jesus. Oh, my God.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Monday the monster...
All right, well, I guess with no explanation afforded me, I'm going to have to simply assume the only thing that I can, Carl, which is that you intentionally misrepresented me to make me look bad to another fan base, to make it look like I was talking smack about them or whatever. For what reason, I'm not sure. But it surely isn't helpful to me, and I really don't appreciate being misquoted or misrepresented like that. Thank you. I guess that's about it. I mean, if you had a real explanation, I guess you would have given it, right? So we'll just go with what I assume to be the case. We go to the top of the second inning. Sorry about that, folks. Back to the ball game. Just absolutely nothing from Carl. Here's Kobe Mayo.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
He takes a first pitch strike on the inside edge. Mayo's hitting .221 with 3 homers and 14 driven in. Don't you just love accountability, folks? Don't you love it when people just take accountability for their actions? That's when you know you're living in a world where you can count on things. O2 pitch to Mayo. Swing and a miss. He chased one low and in on a slider. Boyd strikes out Mayo, 1 away. All right, let's try to bring this game up over here now. I'm over here now. Might have to refresh that. Here is, who's up? Carlson? Dylan Carlson looks at strike one. He's hitting .219 with 4 homers, 19 driven in. And that pitch is called a strike. I guess Carl will just never communicate in the chat again. I guess that's the price you're willing to pay. Rather than just own up to something, just cut ties forever. You gotta love it, folks. 0-2 on Carlson. That ball's hit to right field. It's gonna be caught. Tucker makes the catch. Ball had a nice sound off the bat. Opposite field. Right to Tucker, though. Amazing. Sucks getting caught, though, doesn't it? Here's Cowser, folks. How about we get some cows up in the chat? Maybe we can have some fun. Damien says, BW, your broadcast that you did for the old classic Oriole games is what got me hooked on your channel. Did a really good job. Impressive how much Orioles knowledge you have. I mean, I've definitely got a lot of knowledge about, if you're talking about the retro games from like the 80s and 90s. I mean, that was, Cowser takes a strike, it's 1-2, 2 down, bases empty, top of the second, no score. That was the days where, yeah, I couldn't get enough baseball. I was just absorbing. I knew everything about that era. I could still, the 1989 Orioles, I can name the whole roster. I can tell you pretty much who played where and when. Just everything. I don't know. Something happened when the years flipped to the 2000s, too. I got to tell you, like when it comes to your memory of seasons, I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it has something to do with being my particular age, which is coming up on 50. 1-2 pitch to Cowser is outside 2-2. But for me, after the year 2000, once we got to like 02 or 03, like ever since that year, it's really been hard for me to keep track of years. That's a called strike 3, and the inning is over. Cowser really struggling at the plate lately. They got him hitting all the way down 7th in the lineup. I don't know how much lower they can hit him, but he is not making a whole lot of contact right now. We're going to the bottom of the second. It is scoreless. But yeah, I mean, does anybody else have this issue where, like, you try to recall something that happened? Like, to me, 2006 doesn't seem to, like, have its own uniqueness to it. Like, it might as well be 08 or 09. 2011 feels like 2013. You know what I mean? Like, it all just sort of runs together. And there used to be a time where, like, I knew every Super Bowl by year and, like, number, every World Series. And then, like, once we got into this 21st century, I just could not keep track. I don't know. It's weird. George can relate? Okay. Because I'm telling you right now, like, 1992. Like, I could tell you everything about 1992. I could tell you about the fashion. I could tell you about the movies that came out that year. I can tell you about who won what championship and what sport. But, like, 2017 versus 2014, I don't know. Like, what's the difference? It all just runs together now. It's just all one giant, long 25 years. I don't know. Maybe Carl knows. Carl? Carl, you out there? I guess I lost Carl, folks. All right. Bottom of the second inning. First pitch from Sugano to Pete Crow Armstrong is high, ball 1. Crow Armstrong's hitting .273. And he's the best damn center fielder in baseball. Here's a ground ball to second. Holiday with an underhand flip to first base to get the out. 1 away. So George can name the starting lineup from 69 to 97. And yeah, for me, it's something similar. I don't go that far back. I mean, I can name the 69 lineup because it's the 69 team. But like the 75 team, I might have a problem with. You know, I might get 1 or 2 spots wrong. When was Reggie on the team? That was 76 or was it 77? Here's Ian Happ. He takes a pitch a little bit outside for ball 1. 76 for Reggie. See? I would have had like a 50-50. Because I was born in 77. So it's all just from catching up on the history of the team and what happened in the days before I was around. I did my homework. But yeah, 2-1 pitch here to Happ is swung on and fouled, I guess. It's 2-2. I don't know where the ball went, but it's a strike. Two. Low and in. Yeah, bicentennial year. That would be the best. You see, that's what you need. And that's how you would remember things, right? Like you would associate something with something else. Reggie Jackson, as long as you remember the bicentennial, then you know what year he played. That's how I remember things, but that doesn't seem to work anymore. This ball's crushed into right. It's going to bounce against the base of the ivy for extra bases. A 1-out double here for the Cubs. Let's see where Sugano leaves this pitch. That is middle. That is middle. Don't want to be throwing pitches there if you can help it. So Happ is on with a 1-out double. Here's Willie Castro, switch hitter, batting from the left side. And he fouls the first pitch back. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Sugano. Castro is hitting .245. Just came over at the trade deadline from the Twins. The team that actually sent more players away than us. Castro goes opposite field, and a diving catch! A diving catch made by Colton Cowser. Oh, my goodness, he's got 2 web gems in 2 innings. A leaping grab into the ivy in the first inning, and now he comes in on a ball and makes a catch just off the grass. Unbelievable. I mean, that glove is all the way down on the ground. There is no more space to make this catch. Unbelievable catch from Cowser. He might be a little banged up, but hot damn. What are they saying? Are they going to challenge that he trapped it? I mean, you would have thought on first view live that he had to have trapped it. It seemed impossible to make this catch. Are they saying he trapped it? Are they originally calling it a trap? Wait a minute. Here's the replay. Oh, he did trap it. You know what? I'm sorry. We're not going to get a catch here. I just ruined your emotions for the past 2 minutes, and I feel awful about it. It's a double or something. It's a single. What is it? I screwed up. It's a base hit. I'm sorry, folks. Cowser trapped it. That's probably the worst mistake I've ever made. I feel really bad. Line drive to left. That is down, and it's going to roll up against the wall. 1 run is going to score. Here comes another. Cowser is saying the ball is trapped. It's still going to be 2 runs in. The umpire appears to be indicating that no, that's not a trap ball. Cowser can't even find it. What do you mean it's not? Folks, it's a ground rule double if the ball gets lost, and it did. I mean, this is a no debate ground rule. That ball gets lost into the ivy. Okay, so they've got second and third. It's 1-0 Cubs. It is a double. The umpire made a lot of gestures toward Cowser, but I'm not sure what it meant. But it looks like they scored it the way they should have, as a ground rule double. Want to know the count here on McGuire. Sugano's next pitch is low. It's 2-0. I'm sorry for all the confusion, folks. How will I pay everybody back? Let me think about it. Either way, Sugano has got a run in the inning, and second and third with only 1 out. So we've got some work to do to get out of this. 2-0 pitch. There's a curveball for a strike. 1-0 Cubs. I've got some Jelly of the Month coupons, Logan, if you're interested. That's low. It's 3-1 on McGuire. And his first name isn't Mark. Let's throw a strike here, Sugar. Come on. The infield is in. The 3-1 to McGuire. Hit in the air to left. Cowser is going to make the catch, but it's going to drive in a run. That ball comes sailing in toward the plate, and it's going to cost us some bases, isn't it? No, it doesn't. Okay, that ball went over toward the third base side of the third base dugout over there, but Rutschman able to retrieve it without any additional advancement from the runner at second base. So a run is in. There's 2 down on a sac fly by McGuire. 2-0 Cubs. Turtle Dove. We've just got a brand new Magic member here, folks.
Message for you, son.
Welcome in, Turtle Dove. I like the binoculars.
Nice binoculars. Nice binoculars.
Take a test drive on some of those brand new emojis that are available to you in the emoji section of the chat there, Turtle Dove. Welcome in to the fam. Glad to have you. Pay us back by singing Eye of the Tiger when the O's bat. You know what? I don't think I know the lyrics well enough. I mean, the chorus maybe. But I'll tell you what. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. I swear, I don't think I can sing this song very well. Like, I'm trying to picture the vocal register, like where, like, do I need to go falsetto a little bit? Do I go low? It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. It's the eye of the tiger. Yeah, I don't know if I can do like, oh, it's going to sound bad. It's 2-1 on Matt Shaw. 2 down, runner at second base. 2 runs in for the Cubs. Fouled straight back. It's 2-2. Sugano has had a long inning here. 36 pitches in total now, with 2 down in the second. Well, I'm hoping there's somewhere in the middle, George, to be honest. I'm hoping there's a middle register. That pitch is low and away. It's a full count. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. Man, oh Shevitz. We've been on the air here for, what, about 40 minutes? I swear the Cubs have been at the plate for about 35 of them. We've had about 5 minutes. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's a strikeout to end the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2-run score for the Cubs. They take the early lead here. We go to the third inning. Chicago 2, Baltimore nothing. All right. Carl, you're here. Hey, Carl, it's good to see you. I thought I'd lost you, buddy. All right, so regarding the conversation I was having directly with you for upwards of 10 minutes earlier, any thoughts? Or are we just going to play the waiting game? Carl's back, folks. I guess banking on some very short-term memories around here. I'll be right back.
Oh boy, is this great!
Let's start with an easy question, Carl. This is an easy one. It's pretty much a 50-50. You don't have to go into any kind of an explanation. Are you an Orioles fan or are you a Mets fan? Just wondering. All right, we are ready for the top of the third inning. Jackson at the plate. First game to play in the field today after making his debut DHing yesterday. Got his first big league hit. 1-0 pitch is a little bit outside. It's 2-0. He is playing right field today. He went 1 for 3 yesterday. Tapped foul off to the left. 2 balls and a strike on Jeremiah Jackson. No, I don't think. First of all, I think Yahoo Sports grading trades is a little bit funny. 2-1 pitch popped up on the infield. Third baseman emphatically trying to call off everybody, but eventually he's called off. Castro makes the catch on the infield as Jackson pops out. Logan, it depends on how you want to grade it, honestly. You'll have some people out there that will tell you, and they're not wrong, that the Orioles, what they gave up, which for the most part were players that were down to a couple of months left on a contract. After that, they're free to walk. Here's Luis Vasquez. He's got a first pitch strike. Next pitch is fouled away. It's already 0-2 on Vasquez. 1 out, nobody on, top of the third. So, yeah, you could say that on paper the Orioles did well. And you'll see some pundits out there grading the Orioles deadline moves as a positive, as an A or something like that. But my thing is just, what is the state of the team once the dust settles and you look around? And my number one issue with our trades from yesterday, or from this week, here's a fly ball center field, pretty deep. Crow Armstrong is going to make the catch as he takes 1 foot step onto the track in center field. 2 away. Back to the top of the order for Holiday. My number one issue is that all the players that we got back, I can only see 2 that could have some impact in some way with the team next year. All the rest of these guys, it's going to be a while. Like again, some people are going to immediately jump and go, well, BW, what did you expect to get back for players that only had a month or 2 or a couple of months left? And were you expecting an all-star, like, proven player? And I'm like, no. But, for example, the 6-player deal with the Padres, we got back a very big young prospect. Jackson Holiday strikes out on 3 pitches, and this inning is over. Folks, the Orioles offense right now put out an all-points bulletin. It is lost. Put out a, what do you call it, an Amber Alert. Please be on the lookout for Orioles offense. Check, get the neighborhood watch together. Everybody just look to your left, look to your right. Does anybody see the Orioles offense? Yes. That's just, I don't need to talk about it. Just count on Chilo for this portion of today's game. Let Chilo let you know about all that. Anyway, by the way, Carl, what happened? You went missing again. So how's this going to work? You're just every half hour going to test the waters and see if I forgot or if I had moved on and just completely not acknowledge and pretend. So that does add up, because if you're saying stuff that I didn't say on another channel, that would be on par with completely clamming up and then pretending like I'm not talking to you right now. Like, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Like, you have to be accountable in some way, dude. Like, if you want to be a part of things, if you want to have a name out there, you have to kind of stand by what you say. And, I've got receipts here. You could easily tell me I'm wrong or prove me wrong, right? Or offer an explanation. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Oh, Carl, we are in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch is a curveball in the dirt to Michael Bush. It's the top of the order, up now for the Cubs, second time through. Bush flew out his first time. Ground ball to first. Mayo will take it to the bag himself, unassisted, put out number one in the bottom of the third. Now, Logan, that's a very personal question, and I don't think Chilo or anybody else should have to answer a question like that. Now, my life, on the other hand, my love life, let me tell you. Oh, I've got stories. Here is Kyle Tucker. Curveball off the plate outside, ball one. I would describe it as, what's a good word? I need a good, 25-cent word here. I'll miss Ryan and had a soft spot for Arias. Said is the big loss, but as to how we are after it, we're not going to get much worse. Are we looking at our record? Upwards is the only way to go. Nowhere to go but up, right, folks? 1-1 pitch to Tucker. Low. A splitter from Sugano. Turtle Dove says this season started bad, and now it's officially, it's beyond all recognition, folks. Hey, Rob. Tucker pops it up to left. Cows are heading toward the foul line. Not a whole lot of room in foul ground. Did he just do it again? This is a catch. Colton Cowser owns Wrigley Field. I don't care if he trapped that one ball. It was still an amazing attempt. He made a catch into the ivy. He came in diving on a ball that almost got caught. Now, crashing into the stands with his glove over the wall, he makes a catch of a would-be foul ball. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You'd think he'd been playing out here for 20 years. Here's a ground ball foul by Seiya Suzuki to make it 1-1 on him. He's 0 for 1. 2 down, nobody on. We need to get Kowser's bat going. My goodness. 2-1 on Suzuki. Where did that miss? That looked like it was right in there. That pitch was completely in the zone. How did you call that a ball, Blue? Are you serious? He calls that a strike. That is farther out of the zone than the previous pitch. Same spot. Outside corner. Same height off the ground. Just a couple inches. All right. Whatever, Blue. We got a full count on Suzuki. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the third. 2-0 Cubs. Payoff pitch. Swing and a foul. And we'll do it again. Charm City chat, I gotta ask. Like, do you come across a lot of Carls in your life? Like, what do you do? What do you do when somebody, that is high, ball 4. Suzuki with a 2-out walk. 52 pitches from Sugano, 2 down in the third inning. Like, what do you do when, like, you face up with somebody and, like, you're speaking reality to them and they cannot acknowledge it? How do you handle that? Here's P. Crow Armstrong. He takes upstairs for ball 1. I know I'm getting old, but I still got time to learn things. One 0 pitch is outside. Well, I'm not trying to really even please Carl. I'm just trying to... episode of Seinfeld. What is the deal when people lie about something that you never said, and then when faced with that fact, refuse to acknowledge that they're being talked to? What is the deal? Elaine! 2-2 on Crow Armstrong. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. And PCA throws his bat down in disgust. How about that? The high cheese from Sugano to get the strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. Offense is coming up. It's time for some Eye of the Tiger, right? This offense. What the hell, man? Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man in his will to survive. So many times, it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. That is way out of my range. That is way out of my range. That is out of my range. Damn you for picking that one. Will it bring the Orioles some help? That's all I care about. Hey, it's Mad Dog Russo here. Hey, look, there's a hot dog costume out there in Wrigley. We're underway, top of the fourth. The Orioles have not done a damn thing since the trade deadline at the plate. Holy cow. That pitch is low. 1-1 on Jordan Westberg. Come on, Westy.
Well, West is that way.
The good news is, folks, I promise you this team will score. Post-deadline. Ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit. Look at that, folks. A little eye of the tiger will do ya. A leadoff single for Westberg. Turn on the faucet. You see? All right. Gunnar Henderson tying run at the plate.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Let's go. First pitch. Called a strike, a front door slider from Boyd. How annoying is that? 0-1 on Gunnar. He's got a base hit today. Check on the runner, and he's out. Westberg is nailed. Are you shitting me? I need a break.
I apologize for Baltimore.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is. So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is. So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
I'll do the guys quickly just to forget this one.
Hey, folks, that momentum felt good for the 4 seconds we had it. Here's the 0-2 to Gunnar outside, 1-2. The 1-2 fouled away. Westberg just leaned the wrong way at the wrong time. Gunnar fouls it again. Anybody got any other songs that might help? The 1-2. That makes it 2-2. Change up low and away. No more singing out of your range. Well, I said it before I even attempted it, Jinxie, that I knew that song wasn't. It's weird. Some songs I can hit the high notes on. Not that one. Gunnar, this one could. No, it's going to be caught. Out there in shallow center field by the shortstop. 2 down in the top of the 4th. Sing a song called Elias Sucks. So you want me to just invent a song? That takes a lot of effort. Singing takes effort. Writing and singing. That's a whole nother ball game. Here's Rutschman takes a curveball for a called strike. Boyd is just carving his way through the lineup. Rutschman, left field. That one's going to fall in and get past Happ. Adley's going to try for 2, and he will make it in there. I think you need to score this a single and an error. Happ should have fielded this ball cleanly after it dropped in front of him. But it got behind him. Not too much, but enough for Rutschman to get to second base. I'm calling it a single and an error. And that puts a runner in a scoring position here. Okay. Hey, we got another super chat. It's Danjo.
Message for you, son.
No message, but a $5 super chat to support the channel. Thank you, Danjo. Kobe Mayo takes a first pitch strike on a curveball. Spread it out there, Kobe.
Let's get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Just spread it out. Get it all on there. Cover the bread. That pitch is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're not going to take it by Twisted Sister. The night Chicago died. I heard my mama cry. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 on Mayo. Yeah, if we can keep it Chicago related, extra credit. Can I just sing the entire Blues Brothers soundtrack for the remainder of the ball game? Would anybody mind? You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Oh, you made a song request? You got to have Heart from Damn Yankees? I don't even know that one, Danjo. I barely know Damn Yankees. Oh, you guys with your hair bands. I don't know this song at all. I don't think. Oh, it's just called Heart. That's the official title. Just Heart. Kobe Mayo has a 2-2 count as BW's attention is split evenly between the ball game and looking up. Wait, this is 2010. A 2010 Damn Yankees song, and I'm supposed to know this? That's inside. Full count on Mayo. Danjo, could you come up with something maybe a little more popular and a little more universally known? Would you mind? Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Mayo strikes out, and this inning is over. Boy. Listen to it, and then what? Immediately, regurgitate what I heard in any sort of pitch that's close. I don't think I can do that. Danjo, you got to come up with another song. You have to. I want to honor your request because you sent the super chat. But I don't know this song from A Hole in My Head. I don't know this song at all. It's a baseball song. I'm looking at the lyrics right now. I'm looking at a great slugger. We haven't got a great ball club. I'm looking at the lyrics. I'm trying, man. You got to come up with something else. I don't know this. I can't do something I've never heard before. That's the one thing I can't do. You know? Surely you've got one other song out there and then I can help you out. Otherwise, you're going to make me feel guilty here. I can't help you with this one. Yeah. Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Wow, we're getting even more. I've never heard of her. I've never heard of. Wow. I mean, it's Danjo's call, folks. Danjo sent the super chat. So I'm seeing other requests, but I don't feel it would be right to do that without helping out Danjo first. Ian Happ leads off the bottom of the fourth inning. Curveball from Sugano called a strike. It was off the plate by a couple of inches. Oh, everybody's got, again, you guys don't understand how this works. Super chat gets you your song request fulfilled. It's that simple. It's that simple. There's got to be a way to separate the wheat from the chaff, folks. And it's called dinero. 2-0 on Hap. It's fouled away, 2-1. It's getting hot in here. What is going on? Why is it so hot? Can I turn this light off? Hey, can I bring in the hat? 2-1 pitch to Hap. That one's lifted to right. Backing up on the track and making the catch just below that basket along that outfield wall there is Jackson. That was close. This chaff wants tunes. Hey, the hat is here. Willie Castro fouls one back. It's 0-1. Castro had a opposite field single, scored a run back in the second inning. I bet it's hot. It's hot most places right now. It's August. It's hot all over the place. 1-1 to Castro. Fouled straight back, 1-2. Hey, Carl's back. How you doing, Carl? Hey, folks. Anybody remember Carl? Carl, so as we were talking about earlier, the 1-2 to Castro. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So again, I guess I got that right too. I can only assume things, Carl, with the complete lack of attempting to respond to me at all. I have to only assume things. Here's a ball into right. It gets past Jackson, and this is going to turn into 3 bases. Jackson with a terrible misplay in right, letting the ball get behind him. It'll be a triple for Castro, or a single and a 2-base error, one of the two. It's looking ugly out here, folks. Things are looking ugly. They're going to call that a triple all the way. All right. Well, in my mind, the outfielder needs to keep that ball from going all the way behind him like that. But call it a triple if you'd like. 1-out triple. Oh, okay. Great, Carl. So we can go ahead and finally, folks, this is great. We can finally get some insight on the Mets GM situation. So, Carl, do you need a refresher on what I was trying to ask you about, or? The infield is in, 1 out, runner at third. 1-1 the count on Nico Horner. And Horner asks for time. Sugano, one of the few O's left thanks to Sugano. Elias. Yes, please, BW. Yes, please, what? Folks, you might have to help me with Carl. Okay, Carl, we're going to try this one more time. Carl, how you doing? Yesterday, you were on a Mets YouTube play-by-play channel. Okay. Does that ring a bell? And in the chat, you said this, quote, that 1-2 pitch is low and away, 2-2 on Horner. Quote, BW had special on O's trades. He's not too fond of our GM. So the question is, Carl, what did I say about the Mets GM? And when you say our GM, that would imply that you're a Mets fan, correct? So I guess I got a couple of questions. You're a Mets fan first? Is that right? And then what did I say about your GM? That's your own words. You said I'm not too fond. I never brought up the Mets GM on that trade show that I did, that stream. You meant Elias? You meant Elias. Did you correct it in the chat? Because the host of the Mets channel acknowledged what you wrote and said that I'm not fond of the Mets GM. Okay. This is a line drive foul down the left field corner by Horner. Okay, so it was just a monumental screw up on your part, is all that was. Okay. Glad I got that cleared up. Payoff pitch to Horner coming up. We'll do it again. He fouls it away. Runner at third, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Cubs. Sugano is up to 73 pitches. So glad I figured all that out now. Everything makes sense. Payoff pitch. Line drive, base hit into right field. That'll score a run, and it's 3-0 Cubs. Wow. It would really be nice if the Orioles could make this weekend at Wrigley Field something worth remembering, because I really do enjoy this venue. I don't often get to watch my team play in my favorite venue that's not my home venue. But so far, through about 13 innings of baseball this weekend, it has been just about unwatchable. Here's a swing and a miss by who's up? Reese McGuire is up. Boy, they're getting a lot of use out of that drone camera today. 0-1 pitch outside by 2 feet. 1-1 on McGuire. Pitch. Nope. Check on the runner at first. Yeah, my thing with people talking about Elias having done well with the trades that he made at the deadline is this one's popped up. Shallow center. Coming in is Carlson. He makes the catch. 2 outs. Runner still at first base. My thing is you got people out there, and I don't know what their ultimate agenda is when they say this. I don't know if it's to defend Elias, if it's to defend the team, but it does seem defensive when they're saying that the trades, those are all really, good deals that Elias made. He made some really good deals, and he turned a lot of, would-be dead weight or, guys walking into, and now we've got a farm that's nice and replenished. We've got, new prospects and a deeper farm. But I'm like, well, is that the objective of the GM when the season started? Here's a ground ball, third base, and we throw it away. Jordan Westberg is not having a fun day right now. He's gotten picked off on the bases, and now he just threw one away on a relatively routine ground ball to third base. We were lucky that ball didn't go into the dugout. Had it done so, and it was very close to doing so, there'd be a 4th run on the board already. As it stands, it's 1st and 3rd with 2 down. And the lineup flips over again. Michael Bush coming up. Drew French and the interpreter for Sugano is out to have a chat. So, yeah, that's my deal. It's like, are we sitting here, are we supposed to praise Elias for doing a good job of dismantling a roster that was his responsibility to build in the first place? Doesn't the fact that he has to dismantle it provide the evidence necessary to say without question that he made a bunch of bad decisions that led to us needing to sell off all these players? So, yeah, a nice pat on the back. You got some names back. That ball's hit in the right center. Carlson's going to make the catch. And the Orioles come out of this inning giving up, 1 run? Did we give up 1 run in this inning? We did. 1 run for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 4th. On to the 5th inning. Chicago 3, Baltimore nothing. So it's like it's like letting somebody borrow your car. They go and total it. They bring it back. You can't even drive it anymore. But then they're like, well, let me wash this car for you and make it nice and shiny. There you go. Oh, you did a great job washing the car. It's never glistened like this. That is a really good job washing the car. Yeah, but you ruined the car. There is some kind of moment of silence for veterans, it would appear. And I guess I'm going to stay quiet myself. I'll be back, folks. morning. Hey, Carl, I appreciate the explanation. It adds up. It makes sense. It doesn't sound like a bunch of, phooey. So, no worries. Just do understand that by making one little bit of a typo there, that the way it reads was that I was talking smack about the Mets, and then you're reporting that to a Mets channel. And, all that could potentially do is give me some unnecessary blowback from that Mets base. And it's like, well, I never said that, so I'd like to have that clarified. But I appreciate it, Carl, for letting me know the deal. We're in the top of the fifth. Dylan Carlson's at the plate. He's already got a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm eating a cookie. Apology accepted, Carl, and I guess I can apologize too for assuming the worst. Here's a ground ball. This could be trouble. The pitcher fields it on the third base side, and he gets the out. Wow, Boyd did not have any time to waste, did not have a muscle movement to waste. He is able to track that ball down, turn around, and throw a strike to first. Man, we can't buy a break. Carlson is retired. Can you slow it down? It was very close. I'd like to see a frame by frame. I appreciate it, Carl. Because then again, because you're saying our GM, our Mets GM, it made it sound like, well, wait a minute, are you pretending to be an Oriole fan while being a Mets fan over there? Like, it just one mistake made things look a lot worse than they turned out to be. Hey, folks, Colton Cowser is up. And the 0-1 pitch is a strike on a curveball. It's 0-2 on Cowser. At this point with Cowser, I'm just looking for anything other than a strikeout. It's been a rough stretch. And Cowser strikes out on 3 pitches. That third pitch wasn't even within a foot of the plate. I know we don't have a lot of depth on this roster right now, but Colton Cowser needs a day off. He's looking great in the field. But my goodness, if you're going to keep him in the lineup right now, bat him 9th. Here is Jeremiah Jackson. He made a miscue out in right. What are Ben McDonald and Kevin Brown doing? Jackson had trouble handling a ball hit out his way in right field earlier. Turned out to not cost the Orioles. He's 0 for 1 so far today. He's got an 0-2 count. Make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. I got a cookie here. Sorry. Still 1-2 after a foul ball. Macadamia nut. Delicious. 1-2 pitch, just a bit outside. So not only do we have Jackson Holiday, now we've got 2 last place named Jacksons as well. 2 Jacksons and another Jackson. Another pitch fouled away. It's still 2-2 on Jeremiah. Carl with a super sticker. It says cool. Everything's cool, Carl. You didn't have to send that, but I do appreciate it, of course.
Message for you, son.
2-2 on Jackson. Hey, Matt, if you're going to mention me, again, you got to type out the whole thing or it doesn't really help. That ball stopped at short, but unfortunately for the Cubs, it's not fielded cleanly. It's going to be an infield hit for Jeremiah Jackson. A 2-out infield hit. Yeah, you got to type in @ and start typing in Orioles BirdWatcher. It'll auto-populate. You click my name so you don't have to write it all out. But otherwise, it doesn't pop up on my end. So, but anyway, how can you speak? Or I'm sorry, can you speak? Luis Vasquez swings and misses on his first pitch. 2 down, runner at first. Can you speak on Cubs' philosophy of the team? Has a projected win total, and it's on the players to overperform their individual projections. I think it's dumb, but argues GM sets the floor of a team. Wow. I'm not trying to make light of your topic here. I'm just having a bit of trouble comprehending. Give me a chance to read this again. Pitch up and away to Vasquez. It's a 1-1. I mean, first of all, I can't really speak on the Cubs' philosophy because I don't really follow the Cubs or know their philosophy well enough to have an opinion, if that makes any sense. Vasquez, that ball just fouled down the left field line. It's 1-2. On the players to overperform their individual projections. Gosh. Matt, can you... I want... It sounds like an interesting topic. I want to get into it with you. It sure would take my mind off of this game for now. Could you just talk about it a little more to maybe I'll understand it better? That's a swing and a miss. Vasquez strikes out, and the Orioles are done in the top of the 5th. This ball game is half over. This series is half over, and the Orioles have yet to score a run. I mean, we haven't even come close. We haven't even come close to scoring 1 run. I'm going to enjoy my cookie. Good cookie. Okay, talking about win totals and team building. I'm saying Jed Hoyer says the team is projected 90 wins-ish, and Michael Busch, for example, has to take a leap in on-base percentage in order to... Okay, so you're saying the Cubs are basically trying to use like a mathematical formula in order to project the number of wins they're expecting and then divide that projection up amongst their individual players to hit certain statistics in order to reach that projection. To me, that is way too much analytical overload. Like that sounds like it's going like 8 levels too deep into this, folks. I know baseball is all about analytics more than anything else. But there it gets to a point where it all just becomes soup. It all just becomes soup if you try and just... Some of it just has to do with the human eye and just your evaluation of what it looks like to your eye. Your eyeball, the eyeball test is what they call it. So, look, I don't have an answer for you. I think that's going to be very in-depth or anything like that. But in general, I mean, obviously, I can't really sit here and criticize whatever the Cubs are doing with however they approach building the team and projecting out wins and stuff because, you know, they got a pretty good-looking roster here. They're looking pretty competitive. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to contend. So I can't sit here and say that they're doing something that makes no sense or is a waste of time. But so I guess long story short, Kyle Tucker, by the way, has a full count leading off the bottom of the 5th now. I guess I believe in a mixture. I do believe in the analytics and some of the newer school statistics out there. There's a called strike. Wow, Sugano gets Tucker looking on a pitch that was very hittable, and Tucker just sat there frozen.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I think that, you know, again, this is just speculation based on no experience, being like in the weeds with this stuff. But in my mind, like a lot of other things in life, I think you got to strike a balance between new schools methods that involve technology and data and all that, and old school methods, which just involve experience, instincts, eye test. Ground ball to second base by Suzuki, and Holiday will throw him out. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. So there's my convoluted answer. I believe, it's a good idea to have a mixture of things. And I feel that way about a lot of things in life. I don't think it's a good idea in most cases to lean too much in one direction about anything. It's a balancing act, folks. Life itself is a balancing act every day. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you are living a life of daily exercises of balance. Some people out there really live an imbalanced life. Pro Armstrong with a 1-1 count fouls it away. 2 outs, 1-2 on Pro Armstrong with the bases empty. So now I'm getting all philosophical on you. Here's my philosophy. BW's philosophy. Balance. Very important. One-two pitch. That's up and in and fouled away. Yeah, the Yankees seem to figure out how to be really good for a long time without any analytical data whatsoever. They're calling that a strike. Sugano has been given an early Christmas present, and the umpire is ready to bark. Wow. I would have kept barking until I got tossed. That was egregious. That was by far the worst call of the day. And it goes against the Cubs. That'll end the inning. Was that Happ? Ian Happ? Or that was Crow Armstrong getting rung up. Wow, that was Crow Armstrong getting rung up there to win the inning. I think he was upset in the previous at-bat. So he's got even more reason to be upset. We go to the sixth inning. The Orioles are still looking to score their first run at Wrigley Field this weekend. I need to, am I even on the, okay. Be right back. Where's my buddy Chilo? Chilo, you out there? Holiday's up to lead off the top of the sixth. He takes a first pitch strike on a changeup. Matt Boyd has been cruising through the first 5 innings. He's been cruising most of the season. Yeah, Chilo. Yeah, still waiting for the team to score a run. This is what I mean, Chilo. So, you remember what I said yesterday, Chilo, about how at this stage of the season, where we're at, how it might make sense to maybe not. Holiday is going to get thrown out on a ball hit toward the right side of the infield. It was a bang-bang play. The second baseman, Castro, flips the ball out of his glove to get the out at first. Very close. One away here in the sixth. Can you see why maybe, like, it might be a good idea to just go a game or 2 or 7 without, beating yourself up about the state of the Orioles right now? Like, things are going to be bad, Chilo. They're going to be bad. And let's just, one of 2 things. Like, I love the commitment. I love the dedication and the loyalty to keeping up with the team when the season is going down the tubes. But again, like, I just, yeah. An everyday reminder of it all. I don't know. Can we at least have fun with it? Let's try to make amusing comments about how inept the team is playing right now, so that I'm not so depressed. Westberg strikes out, 2 down. Holy cow, is Westberg having a bad day. He has been picked off. He has made a throwing error. He has struck out on 3 pitches, at least once, maybe twice. But they didn't have to be this bad. Okay, yeah. Okay, so how many more days do you want to talk about it? Here's the deal. The Orioles are not going to make the playoffs this year. They're not going to, turn it around this year. So is the plan for the next 2 months to constantly remind ourselves on a daily basis that they didn't have to be this bad? I've addressed how much of a loss of a season this has been many times. And we waited all the way up until the point where it's like, okay, we just can't battle our way back. We had a couple of streaks in there. We were dabbling with maybe taking a shot at a final wildcard spot a couple of times. And then whatever momentum we built up, we just watched it go away with a bad week. We've had time to come to grips and go through the stages of the grieving process with this 2025 team. We need to vent. But Rachel, every day about the exact same thing? Like, again, what new observation is there to be made about the state of this team? What is there new to say? That's my point. So you're just, you might as well just go ahead and type out some of the comments. Freely express ourselves without judgment. It's not about judgment. It's about what is the logic behind it. If you know something isn't going to pan out this year, the daily check-in, I don't get it. If need be, who is it hurting? It's hurting me, Rachel. It's hurting my mental health. Because I like to watch the ball game without feeling completely at rock bottom depression, right? I have to join you in your rock bottom level of depression. I can't find some enjoyment out of all this. Right? Gunner pops it up, foul ground, and that ball is just out of reach into the Cubs dugout. Like, again, it's not like the very first time you said something about the team, I went, hey, what are you talking about there? But once we've gotten to this stage of the season where we know where we are, we know what the fate of this season is. We know who to blame for why we got to where we are. Everything has been talked about. So to just poke the wound on a daily basis, like what does it benefit? That is a strikeout for Gunner, and the inning is over. Andrea is back with another Magic membership, and what a perfect time to do it, to help lighten the mood a little bit.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son. Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
It looks like Andrea sent two Magic memberships to 2 random Magic members. King Trent TV and Coconut Gun. Thanks, Andrea. Andrea, folks, I don't want to blow up her spot, but she's a Cubs fan. Don't hold that against her. But Andrea, you got to be loving how this weekend's going for you. You're facing a team that can't score right now. A team with no identity. Well, I tell you what, here's what I'm going to do with the rest of this season. I'm going to watch this team every game. I'm going to hope to see a better product on the field than I've seen through the first game and a half after the trade deadline. I can only assume that they'll improve on what we've seen in the first game and a half after the trade deadline. And I'm just going to appreciate some of the things that are developing in an otherwise lost season, because now that we know 2025 isn't happening, for me, it's all about 2026. I want to watch Trevor Rogers continue to develop in what appears to be a legitimate ace. I want to see Kobe Mayo blossom into an everyday player that we can count on being in the lineup every day next year and hopefully hitting home runs on a regular basis. I want to see if one or two of these no-name bullpen arms actually turn out to be decent. We're not really expecting any of them to, but there's a lot of arms out there. One or two might pan out. That's what I'm here to see. I'm here to see some of these younger guys get a shot. I'm here to wait for Dylan Beavers to see how he looks. Sammy Basayo is going to get called up later. I want to see what he's going to do. These are the things I'm going to be watching, and this is the stuff worth paying attention to. Again, I could sit here and crap on how bad the state of the team is, but I already have. You're talking about freedom of speech and all this. Like, that's not that's not the debate. Willie Castro with one out has a 1-0 count, make it 2-0 on a pitch in the dirt. New pitcher in for the Orioles, Corbin Martin. Last time we saw him, he was nailing down a save. Now he's in the ball game in the 6th inning, down 3 runs. Swing and a miss by Willie Castro makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. So I hope what I'm trying to express here at least just makes some sense. I'm not trying to have an argument with anybody. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to, everybody handles things differently, all right? But I would just ask, this is a shared community experience. We all have to listen to each other's thoughts, right? And for me, I just don't think it's healthy to repeat basically the same sentiment every single game for the final 2 months. What good is it doing? It's getting, you're saying to me, oh, I'm blowing off some steam with that. There's 2 down in the inning now, by the way. Nico Horner at the plate. First pitch he goes after, base hit into right field. Jackson with another bobble out there, but not a big deal. He gets it back in quick. There's 2 down with a runner at first for the Cubs. So I'll shut up about it because I know it sounds like some soapbox stuff I'm doing here. Again, all of this, when I talk about this kind of stuff, it's an attempt, as ridiculous of an attempt as it may be. It's an attempt to try to get some folks out there to, maybe just see a silver lining in something, right? It's not even about rules. It's just, again, I'm asking you, Rachel, to do me a favor and help my own peace of mind and mental health by letting me feel like we're watching these final 50-something games for some reason, that there is something to get out of it. That's all. Here's a bunt. It's a perfect bunt. And McGuire is going to be safe. Folks, the opposing catcher is laying down perfect bunts for base hits. Now that is the kind of that's the kind of event that will make me go crazy. 2 on, 2 out for the Cubs. I mean, folks, the whole, like, the Orioles season is going to hell in a handbasket. That all started back, what, mid-April? So we've had from mid-April until the end of July to daily talk about the problems with the team, what they need to do to fix it and fix it fast. Hell, I was still pushing to make a trade for a starting pitcher like just a month ago. Like, come on, guys. This is our last chance. We got a 6-game win streak. Like, go out there and get a new arm right now. I was trying to get this team to turn it around while we had time to do it. But at this stage of the season, it's just not going to happen. Matt Shaw is up with 2 on, 2 out. He's got an 0 for 2 day so far. This is popped up behind home plate. Rutschman with a look, out of reach. I feel like I've been doing a lot of just yapping today. I'm sorry, folks. It does feel like a bit of a just, a postpartum depression period we're going through here. Shaw pops it up again behind the plate. Rutschman again takes a look, out of reach. Grant Wolfram is up in the Oriole bullpen. Yeah, 410 talking about purpose of these last games, who to trade next. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of evaluating going on. It's going to be time for this team to sort of rebuild the clubhouse in terms of like team leaders and wow, Shaw went around on a 1-2 pitch. Rutschman will tag him to complete the strikeout and the inning is over. Folks, you might Sugano's already out of the game, but had Sugano pitched that inning, that would have been a quality start. 6 innings, 3 runs. So the pitching, apparently, combined, has been quality. 6 innings, 3 runs. The hitting is, wow. Where is it? Oh, this is tough. Yeah, because, I mean, for example, like right now, the offense is, and again, like credit to Chilo. Chilo said this offense was, an absolute disarray, like by the 3rd inning yesterday. And I'm like, it's a little early, but I will admit, this is even for the Orioles in 2025. This last game and a half at the plate is as, lacking in punch than any other time this season. This is really bad. So, what does that mean? It's not going to last like this forever. You would think eventually, if the Orioles were going to, say drop 6-7 games in a row playing like this with no offense, that somebody in the clubhouse that maybe necessarily hasn't been a clubhouse leader until now, somebody on the younger side of the newer crop of Orioles, maybe they say, you know what, I'm stepping up I'm going to start being a voice in this clubhouse. I've seen enough of this losing garbage. You over there. Hey, Holiday. You need to work on not getting picked off. Enough is enough. Like, just start laying down the law. Be a leader. Hopefully, we'll grow one or two of those guys during this stage of the season. We don't really have it. We lost Seddon Mullins and Ryan O'Hearn. Those were the two guys that held a team meeting earlier in the season to try to get this club back on track. Rutschman with a 1-1 pitch fly ball in the right field. It'll be caught by Tucker, 1 out in the 7th. That is 19 outs for Boyd, and the Orioles have hardly threatened to score yet today. I don't think we got to pay Kyle Tucker $500 million. Matt, give me Stephen Kwan for 1/8 of the price. Ground ball to short. And is that Mayo down on 1 pitch? 2 down. Oh, that was Kobe Mayo at the plate. Blinked and he missed it. Yeah, Beavers needs to come up. That's the one thing that's got me a little bit confused. Why Beavers wasn't called up. They said he will be called up before the end of the season. So it's not like he's far away. I just don't get why they didn't call him up now. Dylan Carlson's 0 for 2. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on, top of the 7th. Boyd is throwing his 90th pitch of the ball game, and it's low and in. Nice. Bradish is working his way back to us. I really don't understand manipulating service time for a prospect like a Beavers. I get it for like a Basayo. I get it for like a Holiday. I get it for like a Rutschman. Really? Dylan Beavers? We need to manipulate service time for? I don't know if I buy that. I think what's happened here with calling up Jordan Adams and a couple of these other guys is just sort of like a buffer between that trade deadline fallout. Here's a ground ball by Carlson to short, and he will be thrown out. This inning is over. 7th inning stretch time at Wrigley Field. The Orioles have not scored yet this weekend. And that makes this tradition we're about to celebrate right now not feel so fun, does it? Holy cow. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. There, you got a short version. It's short. It's sweet, like a stack of flapjacks. Cakes on the griddle, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. 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 Thank God I'm a country boy.
I'm not arguing it. Okay, if you're telling me we got to wait 2 more weeks for Beavers, and that's the only reason we're waiting, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't make sense. All I'm saying is it doesn't make sense to me. For all we know, Dylan Beavers could be the next Heston Kjerstad, and within 2 years, he's gone from a prospect that we're worried about service time with to a guy that isn't even close to coming back to the bigs, so who cares? Like I said, if we're talking about a number 1 overall pick that you're pretty certain is going to be around and playing every day through all of those service years, 6 years or whatever it is, then okay, manipulate the service time a little bit. But to do it for like every player, to do it for a Dylan Beavers, again, I'm just saying, I think it's really, they're just banking on that one extra year of team control when really there's not even a 50-50 chance that Beavers is going to develop into an everyday outfielder. I just, that's why I'm not necessarily agreeing. Now, is that what they're doing? Perhaps, but then I would just disagree with their approach and be like, look, you want to do that with the top picks? Okay. I get it. I don't get it for Dylan Beavers. That's all I'm saying. Here's Grant Wolfram on the mound facing the top of the Cubs order, Michael Busch. He's 0 for 3, and after a first pitch strike, he takes ball 1. I got you, John. I got you. Again, I don't think we're really having a debate, and you're relaying what the Orioles, and it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, but again, that would be my retort if I were sitting down with the front office. I'd be like, really? For Dylan Beavers, you're manipulating service time? Just call him up. Here is a pitch a little bit low, apparently. That could have been strike 3. It's 2-2 on Busch. That's a called strike 3. Wolfram gets a strikeout looking. I said 2 balls on Busch.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Kyle Tucker is 0 for 3 today. And he takes a first pitch strike. We had 2 balls on Busch just a minute ago. Tucker with a hard hit ball, base hit into right center field. Base hit into right center field for Tucker, his first hit of the day. Couple of big chats coming in. I'm of the mindset you call people up when they're ready, and only then, if they're good enough, you gamble on them and give them a long-term contract that will look impossibly cheap. I agree, Axminster. Again, manipulating service time, for me, it's like just a very, very small handful of players where I feel like maybe you do that. And even then, it depends on other circumstances being just right. You know, like I wouldn't hold Basayo back if we really needed a catcher just because of the service time thing. If he was ready otherwise, you know what I mean? So yeah. It's ridiculous, BW. Let's see Beavers for 2 months. This season is over, and let's see. That's the other thing. Like, you're just taking time away from him getting more comfortable up here for these last 2 months. I mean, we're talking about 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a vacuum isn't a long time, but it's about a quarter of the remainder of the season. And you could use those extra 2 weeks to allow Beavers a chance to, you know, find his feet in the bigs. The more time you give him, the better chance he has to figure it out. So yeah, service time can kiss my ass, I guess, is my my general thought for the most part. For the most part, I will say a time or two, it does kind of make sense on level where you're just certain that that player is going to be a big star for many years, and you want to make sure you can hold on to him as long as you can. I just don't put Beavers in that category. I hope he turns out to be a good player. 3-1 the count on Suzuki. 1 on, 1 out, and that's ball 4. Way outside from Wolfram. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The Cubs lead at 3-0, and they are now threatening to score more. 2 on with 1 out. Kjerstad doesn't look like we're going to see a retest with him for the remainder of the season. Kjerstad has been trending in a bad direction for the past year, and they've shut him down with what they're calling fatigue for at least a week. Pete Crow Armstrong takes a slider high for ball 1. So, yeah, the news is not good on Kjerstad. And, that's why I used him as an example about service time manipulation. Again, I'm not trying to predict a bad outcome for Dylan Beavers, but if you're talking about odds, the odds of Dylan Beavers being so good that manipulating his service time to get 1 extra year of team control is about as likely as the odds that he face plants much like Heston Kjerstad has, and to in hindsight, having worried about manipulating service time just seems so damn silly when he could have just called him up at the time you really needed to call him up. Pete Crow Armstrong's at the plate. A 2-1 pitch is fouled at the plate. It's 2-2. Folks, I know I'm doing a kind of a half-ass call of the game today. I do appreciate everybody hanging out. Notice I haven't really brought up the like count or anything else because I am aware that I'm not calling my best game today, so I'm just trying to chillax. 2-2 on Crow Armstrong, who's 0 for 3. The pitch from Wolfram upstairs. Yeah, it's not a fun time to be an Oriole fan. There's really not a whole lot of things to be feeling good about, but there are some things. Swing and a miss. Okay, Wolfram strikes out Crow Armstrong. He chased ball 4 up and in. That's the second out of the inning. I don't know what he was swinging at. That ball nearly hit him in the collarbone. Ian Happ will turn around to bat right-handed against the lefty Wolfram. He's 1 for 3. There is a righty up, Brazier, for the Cubs. There's a curveball called a strike. 1-1 on Happ. Doubled and scored back in the second inning. God, these 2 games have been awful so far, haven't they? And it's so unfortunate because, Rogers pitched lights out. That's why I got to focus my attention on those things. Because here's the deal: even if it was even if the Orioles had a small lead, if Rogers wasn't able to go the distance, we would have had to gone to this pretty unstable looking bullpen, and who knows how many leads we're gonna cough up late with this bullpen in place. So rather than curse some retread no-name bullpen arm for blowing a game, I'm going to focus on how good Trevor Rogers looked, because next year Rogers is a factor. Next year this no-name bullpen arm that blew it will not be a factor. So I'm focusing my thoughts on that. This is a dribbler back toward the pitcher, and nice recovery by Wolfram. A little late to react to it, but he gets to the ball and throws out the runner there to end the inning. We go to the 8th. It's 3-0 Chicago. I mean, come on, folks. We got to do something today. We got to have something in us. Something. What was that game that we lost like 12-1 and the one run we scored was in the 9th inning and it was like an RBI ground out? And I was like, yay, we got to run. I'll take that. Give me something. It's Wrigley Field. This place is known for putting up some crazy scores. What was it? Cubs, Phillies back in the late 70s. There was like a 27-25 game here or something like that. We can't get one frickin' run. Oh, boy.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
The Orioles remind me of the Tigers in 2025. Well, not the 2025 Tigers, right? They're doing good. You're saying that the Orioles of 2025 remind you of the Tigers leading up to 2025? Well, Detroit looked pretty set up now. You know, I'd like to be reminded of the Tigers if we could get Scooble in our rotation. That would be a really nice reminder of what the Tigers have. Remember, bases loaded, no out. We got picked off and then hit into a double play. Oh, my God. Is this Cowser up again? Okay, folks. He struck out both times today. He is absolutely just reeling at the plate lately. He's got a 1-0 count. Make it 2-0. That pitch is a foot inside. Come on. Come on, Colton. Wake up, dude. Wake up. That's 3-0. Apparently low. Okay. We need base runners. Ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to lead off the 8th. Folks, that's how you start a rally. Jeremiah Jackson has a base hit. He's 2 for 5 to begin his career. He takes a called strike right down the middle. Keep the line moving, Jeremiah. That ball's up the middle. It's a base hit. Cowser stops at second. 2 on, nobody out, and the tying run is coming up. Folks, we've only got one shot. Do not miss this chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. You got to move. The music, the moment, you own it. You better never let it go. Oh, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. Sorry. Triple play coming up. You know what? You know what? Wait, you mean to tell me that our pinch hitter, our weapon off the bench with 2 on, nobody out, is Terran Vavra? Terran Vavra will pinch hit and foul the first pitch away. Vavra pinch hitting for Vasquez. Why not?
Call it the Baltimore Miracle or some shit.
It would be. 0-1 pitch. Fouled away, it's 0-2. Who? Yeah. Terran Vavra. Like I've never heard of this guy, Scoob. Like who even is he? Yeah. Pitch is high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't care. You get a bugle anyway. Pitch. Line drive, and it's caught by the shortstop. He'll only get 1 out, although he had access to a couple of more. A line drive, both runners a little bit off base. Catch made near the second base bag, so a near force play for a double play there. And then a throw back to first to try to catch that runner off. But it's only 1 out. And now back to the top of the order. Jackson Holliday's turn. And Brazier's day is over. The Cubs are going to go to a left-hander surely. And here he comes. Pitching change for the Cubs. The Orioles have their best and really only chance of the day to score. But the Cubs are going to make a call to the bullpen first. They lead it 3-0. We've got the tying run coming up in the form of Jackson Holliday. Whoops, that's not your button. Why has today's play-by-play call felt more like a therapy session than anything else? By the way, folks, we'll be back tomorrow for Game 3, the final game at Wrigley. Harry Carey will probably be there for tomorrow. I think he would have been around more today, but things kind of got out of hand. So, same start time as the previous 2 days. The stream will start at 2:05 p.m. Eastern. Going to be Brandon Young on the mound, going up against a fellow by the name of Rhea. Who's Rhea, you ask? Colin Rhea. He's a right-hander with a record of 8-5, an ERA of 4.25, and he's a veteran, 35 years old. Here is a potential double play ball, but it's broken up by Jackson at second base. Caleb Tealbar is on the pitch. Jackson Holliday goes after the first pitch. Ground ball. It looked like a double play ball, but Jackson does well to break up the return throw to first. So runners at the corners now with 2 down. Tealbar on in relief, the lefty. Westberg's due up.
West is that way.
And we need a big hit from him right now to make up for what's been a bad day. He swings and fouls a curveball away for ball one. Westberg does have a hit, but he's also struck out. He's been picked off after getting that hit. And he has a throwing error in the field. It's foul back. It's 0-2 on Westberg.
West is that way.
Cano and Cade Stroud are up in the Oriole bullpen. Stroud would probably come in if the score remains the same. Cano maybe if we get a little closer. That ball's a base hit in the right field for Westberg, and the Orioles are on the board for the first time this weekend. It's an RBI single. Cubs 3, Orioles 1. Folks, the moment you've been waiting for all weekend.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
That's right, the lid is off. Now it's time for the dam to burst open. Let's go. Gunnar Henderson's coming up. The tying runs are on base. 2 down in the 8th. Yes, our chances are still slim, but damn it. We were on the board. That's what you had to do. Get on the board. Now what can we do?
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
First pitch, and that is Teal-Bar with a step off the rubber. Holiday trying to be kept as close to second base as possible. First pitch, low, ball 1 to Gunnar. All right. Come on, Gunnar. Come on, pitch. Called a strike on the inside edge, and Gunnar's not happy. One pitch. Fouled back. 2 strikes on Gunnar with 2 down. Folks, we're at 83 likes. Can I get some of you folks that may have not hit the like button to maybe do it? Let's try to get to 100. 1-2 on Gunnar. Swung on. Right center field. Get up. Get up. Get up. That ball is gone. Bye. Bye, birdie. This game has completely turned around. The Orioles have taken the lead. It's 4-3. Holy cow, folks. Unbelievable. Folks.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
I mean, come on. And now the fun part. The Oriole bullpen. It's time to protect a small lead late. Adley Rutschman's at the plate, and he's got a 3-0 count now. Keep it going. I'd love for some more runs.
Let the clutch out gently, okay? Let the clutch out gently, okay?
That is ball 4 to Adley. Take your base.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Cano's getting warm right now, and it will be Cano instead of Stroud. They got both up. Cano for this situation. Stroud if we didn't do anything. Holy cow, Gunner. Here's Kobe Mayo. Curveball low for ball 1. Folks, get it all on there.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Spread it out. That ball's hit on the ground to third. Over to first in time, and the inning is over. But the Orioles, where did that come from? We came into this inning not having scored a run all weekend long, and we barely got in a scoring position. But a 4-run inning capped off by a 2-out, 3-run Earl Weaver special from Gunnar Henderson. 416 feet to right center field. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Orioles 4 and the Cubs 3. Oh, I need a moment.
I'm starting to adjust.
I'll be right back.
10Ks. I garden now, and I even bought season tickets for the Orioles, since that's what guys who can't satisfy women do.
What? What?
Drop the big one.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is.
Oh, boy, is this great!
We're on a mission from God.
This is great iced tea.
All right, folks. Ynier Cano, what do you got in you today, bud? We need the best Cano. The best Cano. 4-3 Orioles, bottom of the 8th, 45th appearance of the season for the Oriole right-hander. His ERA is 5.4. Here we go. First pitch swinging, ball hit to left field. Kowser's there. 1 pitch, 1 out. And I think that was a pinch hitter right there. Let me check. Was that Horner who just flew out? It's a 1 pitch out. I could use some names up on the screen here. Okay, Nico Horner's up to hit now. So somebody, was that Castro who was hitting? 1-0 pitch to Horner's hit to right field, up against the wall. Jeremiah Jackson crashes into the padding there, but there's no play. It's a foul ball. 1-1 the count on Horner. So that was Castro that was still hitting for himself. Okay, Castro lined out for the first out here in the 8th. Oh, it's Jordan Adams. Excuse me. Jackson not in right field. Jordan Adams takes his place. And Terran Vavra stays in the ball game for Luis Vasquez by going to second base. Holiday moves from second to shortstop. Ground ball 2 Holiday at short. He throws on the run. There's the second out of the 8th inning. 2 quick outs for Cano on 4 pitches, folks. 4 more outs to go to tie up this series. By the way, for those who enjoy keeping track of milestones, this is the 200th appearance in a Major League game for Cano. Reese McGuire, the batter. First pitch strike. A good sinker on the outside edge. Cano with his arm dangling as he leans in for the sign. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on a cutter. Well below the zone. McGuire fooled there. It is 0-2 with 2 down, bases empty. Cano trying to breeze through the 8th. The pitch. A cutter low. He lays off, does McGuire. If McGuire is retired, the Cubs would send up the 9-1-2 hitters in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a miss! Tag him out! This inning is over. Cano, what were you worried about, folks?
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
We're going to the 9th with a lead. You heard me right. Let me say it again. We are going to the 9th with a lead. Folks, we are still 10 likes away from 100. We've got the people here to get her done. What do you say? Hit that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. It's a proven fact. This channel gets to 100 likes in a game, it dramatically increases the odds of winning by 376%. So you don't want to be responsible for leaving that out of the way, right? We've got 90 likes, folks. Come on, 91. Keep them coming. One little tap, tap, taparoo, and you're good to go. Think about subscribing as well. Has that needle moved today at all? We're up to 3160. Let's see what the official live count is. We've gotten into the 3160 area. Okay. Do I hear 3170? Ooh, look at that off day next Thursday. That looks good. Looking forward to that. All right, folks, here we go. Top of the 9th. Let's get some insurance. Chilo, good player to me means he can hit and he can field. He's had only a couple of plays in the outfield and a little worried about that. But, it's early doors. It's nice to see a guy get off to a fast start. So I'm rooting for him. Dylan Carlson will lead it off here in the 9th. And first pitch is a ball. Next one is fouled away. Carlson's 0 for 3. And there's a called strike. It's true, folks. We are now even with the Cubs in runs on the series. They scored 1 yesterday, 3 today. That's 4. We've got 4 today. Hey, Bill. Don't mess with Bill. No, no, no. 1-2 to Carlson. Ooh, that should have been strike. Oh, he did strike him out. Okay, the umpire rang up Carlson. I couldn't see him make any kind of movement to indicate a strikeout, but Carlson's down, looking on a pitch at the top of the zone. Here is Colton Cowser. Please make contact. He takes a first pitch strike. Come on, folks. Cowser walked his last time up after striking out the first 2 times. Fouled away. It's 0-2. Charm City chat, wake up. I don't know if you caught the news, but we're winning right now. Cowser with a ground ball to second, and he will be retired, 2 down. All right, well, thank you, Baxter. Joe's a little bit late. Dan's a little bit late. Joel's a little bit late. Keegan Aiken is up in the bullpen. Could Keegan Aiken be the closer today? It's looking like it. I guess the Cubs are going to have some lefties due up in the 9th. There's a ball hit pretty hard to third. It's picked there, though, and Jordan Adams will be retired 5-3 on a ground ball to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We are going to the bottom of the 9th. What does that mean for those in the Charm City chat? I'll tell you what it means. Hearts. I'm on my other account. I'm tapping the hell out of them right now. Somebody else pick up the slack. And let's see this win through. This improbable win. This offense that through the first, 17 innings of the series have been shut down for 16 innings and woke up for 1 inning. But that 1 inning, will it be enough? A 4-run inning. Why does it still say, oh, this has not been updated. There we go. All right. Keep those hearts a-flying, folks. We've got work to do. Now what's going on? What are you doing? Well, I guess I'm going to have to watch the rest of the game on a smaller screen. All right. Stay calm, folks. Stay calm.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
All right. Keegan Aiken. Ain't no fakin', ain't no mistaken. When it's time to bring home the bacon, you call upon Keegan Aiken. Appearance number 41 on the season, just his second since coming back from injury. 3.23 ERA. He's going to face Matt Shaw for the Cubs to lead it off. He bats from the right side. He's 0 for 3. He did reach on an error. Here we go, bottom of the 9th. First pitch is a grounder to short. Holiday to first in time. 1 away. 1 pitch. 1 out in the 9th. Could we do this? By the way, we just broke 100 likes. Thanks so much, folks. We just snuck it in.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Great job, everybody. You all rallied together. We are 2 outs away from pulling out a win nobody thought was coming about 20 minutes ago. Here is Kelly. Carson Kelly, who caught yesterday, is up to pinch hit. He loves hitting lefties. He's got a 1-0 count. Make it 2-0 as Aiken misses low with a slider. Kelly hitting for the number 1 spot in the order. Michael Bush. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, 2-1. Bush finished 0 for 4. Crowd is making noise here at Wrigley. The 2-1 is grounded foul, folks. 2 strikes on the batter. Let's go. Come on, Keegan. Come on, Keegan. Two and two the count. The pitch. Just outside. A change-up. Full count. Kyle Tucker is on deck. It'd be great to face him with the bases empty. The pitch, fouled back. It's still 3-2 on Kelly. The difference between facing Tucker with 2 down and nobody on versus 1 out and a runner on in a 1-run game in the 9th is huge. Payoff pitch again. Swing and a miss! Or did he foul it? Oh, he fouled it. Sorry, folks. My game is on a smaller... Oh, wait, I can make it bigger now. It wouldn't let me go full screen. All right. That'll help. Still 3-2. The pitch. Oh, that's ball 4. And this place is going berserk. A typical packed Wrigley crowd making a whole lot of noise. They have got the tying run on at first with 1 out, and Kyle Tucker coming up to hit. Pinch runner coming in here. So Kelly does his job. John Birdie. Oh, man, that dude can steal bases. You got to watch out for Birdie. It helps to have the lefty Aiken there. Can keep an eye on him a little bit better. First pitch to Tucker. A fastball up and in. Good location. Tucker can only foul it away. A ground ball could end the ball game for us. Pitch outside by a foot or more. 1 ball, 1 strike. Why does it say Willie Castro there? One and one on Tucker. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the right. 2 strikes on Tucker. Come on. Come on now. BW needs a new pair of shoes. The 1-2. Oh, come on, Blue. That was outside, but Adley tried to frame it. You could have helped us out. It's 2-2 on Tucker. Suzuki, a right-hander on deck. The 2-2 pitch. Nope, they're going to check on the runner. Oh, boy. Just hit a ball on the ground right at somebody, please. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! Swing and a miss! 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. One more out to go. Tucker strikes out. It is up to Seiya Suzuki. First pitch outside, ball 1. Boy. The lefty Crow Armstrong is on deck. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. So it might be a better matchup, but the problem is you'd be pushing the tying run to second and allowing the go-ahead run on if you were to walk Suzuki. And it's a 2-0 count right now. You got to be careful. Foul ball on a changeup, 2-1. Crow Armstrong is 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts today. So while it wouldn't be ideal for Suzuki to reach, well, we got 2 strikes, folks. That is a foul ball. The Cubs are down to their final strike. Runner at first. 2 down. 2-2 on Seiya Suzuki. Orioles 4, Cubs 3. Aiken from the belt. The 2-2. Up and away, full count. Full count. That means the runner at first, the would-be tying run, will get a head start. Aiken steps off the rubber. Now he's back on. Here comes the payoff pitch. High, ball 4. Well, again, this could be for the best, but you got to get Pete Crow Armstrong or it could be a disaster. It's one of the two. Again, he's been quiet today, 0 for 4. He's struck out 3 times. Aiken gets the lefty-on-lefty matchup that he probably prefers. Drew French is out to have a conversation. The entire Oriole infield is in on it. 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. The Cubs now have the tying run at second. The would-be winning run at first. Nobody has left the ballpark and everybody is on their feet. Aiken has thrown 20 pitches in the inning already, an even split of 10 balls and 10 strikes. Here we go, folks. Crow Armstrong against Aiken for the ball game. First pitch, swung on and fouled away. A fastball at 94. Aiken wins the first test. He gets ahead of Armstrong. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another heater on the outside edge. 2 strikes. 2 down in the ninth. So close. Can we do it? Can we pull it off? The 0-2. High. Very high, not even offered at. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Aiken ready to go again. The pitch. That's way off the plate. 2-2. Come on. Don't be afraid, Keegan. You got ahead with strikes. He could only foul him away. Don't give him more confidence with a better count. Come on. Don't get the 3-2. We got a 2-2 count coming. Here it is. Swung on and fouled away. It was a change-up, and Crow Armstrong with an early swing. "25 pitches from Aiken. 2-2 on Armstrong. The pitch. Swung on and fouled again, folks. My heart can't take it. Four foul balls in this at bat. Crow Armstrong asks for time. Orioles 4, Cubs 3 in the bottom of the ninth. The Cubs had led all day until the Orioles scored 4 in the eighth. Pitch. Swing and a miss! We won! We won! It's Orioles magic, baby! Unbelievable!
Call it the Baltimore miracle or some shit.
Folks!
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Unbelievable. Where the hell did that come from? I got to tell you, folks, up until that eighth inning, I was pretty much resigned to the fact that this team was going to sputter and sputter and sputter. Well, for one inning, they were able to string a few guys on there, and Gunnar with the big blast. A 3-run, 2-out homer, the difference in the ball game. And the bullpen, how about that, folks? Sugano was only able to go 5 innings, and we got 4 shutout innings from this bullpen. Corbin Martin, Grant Wolfram, Yenier Cano, and a save for Keegan Aiken. Unbelievable. Jeremiah Jackson with a 2-hit day. Gunnar with the 2-hit day and the big 3-run bomb. Westberg with a 2-hit day that helped make up for the pickoff and the throwing error and the yeah. Wow. I can't believe it. This really happened. This result stands. This counts as a win. Did we do this? Holy cow. What would Harry Carey have to say about a game like this? My goodness. Final score, Orioles 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. The Cubs 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Wolfram gets the win. Teobar the loss. Aiken his first save probably ever. Gunner, go ahead and get yourself player of the game. A couple of hits, the big 3-run bomb, the big 2-out clutch 3-run bomb. Gunna. The Orioles have evened up the series, and yeah. The Cubs have scored as many runs over the weekend so far as we have. 4 apiece. Isn't that funny? Wow. All right. What to do now? I think I'm going to make it a pretty quick post-game wrap-up, folks. And catch a little bit of shut-eye. Because that last part of the ball game took a lot of energy out of me. But it just goes to show you, folks, look, again, in terms of how to approach watching this team down the stretch, I would just say just buy the ticket and take the ride, okay? Just buy the ticket and take the ride. The team we wanted to see for the first 4 months, unfortunately, it didn't work out. And now we're going in a new direction. And this is the sort of waiting room portion of the program while we try to build back toward a run again in 2026. But along this journey here for the final 2 months, again, that's my goal, is to look for some things to try to get excited about, while at the same time evaluating some other things and going, maybe it's time to look elsewhere for this or that. But yeah, I gotta otherwise just, realize, yeah, today was a great win. Tomorrow it could be another dud. We don't know. But I've gone through all the stages of grief. I'm ready to take on whatever this team does and just try to enjoy watching some baseball with you guys. All right? Matt, sorry that he missed this one. You'll be listening to it tonight. Matt, I might want to do you a favor and say just skip ahead about 2.5 hours. I think you were here for the part that was worth listening to, Matt. You got here at a good time. So for the rubber game tomorrow, it will be once again Brandon Young, who's been recalled and is the 5th starter currently in the rotation, at least for one more turn, as Kyle Bradish is closing in on his comeback. Meanwhile, Cade Povich, that rounds out the rotation. He is not going to get called up until the day of, but on Monday evening in Philadelphia, we will make a roster move to make space for Povich to rejoin the rotation on Monday. Your wife wants to hear a BW Bugle. Well, Bill, after a wild, unexpected victory like this, I would love to fulfill your wife's request. Here we go. There you go, Bill. Enjoy. Bill's wife, take care of Bill tonight. You know what I'm saying? All right. Come on, Bill's wife. Let Bill remember the old days. You remember those first couple of years, right? Come on now. Hook Bill up. He's got a huge smile. That's fantastic. I'm a little bit naughty, Bill's wife. I apologize. I apologize for my brash humor. I've been known as the most disgusting play-by-play caller on YouTube. Just trying to live up to that moniker, folks. All right. All good. Fantastic. Another, same start time tomorrow, 2:20 p.m. Eastern, folks. The stream will start at 2:05. Brandon Young against Rhea. Is it Colin Rhea? I already forgot that guy's first name. Whatever. Rhea. Maybe his first name is Dia. Get it? Diarrhea? I got jokes, folks. The Orioles win a game at Wrigley Field. Oh, it feels good. I'm going to go back and watch that Gunnar home run. It was so... Like, he was so due for a hit like that, but at the same time, I couldn't believe my eyes. Couldn't believe it actually happened. This team's offense couldn't hit the broadside of a barn here for a couple of days. And somehow we eke out a 1-run win late. Let's see. It's after 5 p.m. on a Saturday. There might be somebody I know calling a game out there. Let me see if I can send you somewhere. Otherwise, we'll be back for Game 3 tomorrow. Hope to see you. Is Rising Rhino on? Is the Rhino on, right? Nizal? Let's see. Are you on the air, sir? Okay, and it's third quarter. Folks, are you ready for some more Canadian football? Who's ready for some Canadian football? Are you ready for some Canadian football? It's a Saturday party! Yeah, with Rising Rhino. Gonna get it started. All right, I'm sending you to Rising Rhino, folks. I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday. Come on back tomorrow, folks. Again, it's the Orioles at Wrigley Field. It's not something we get to do that often. So, if you've got a son or daughter graduating tomorrow or something else like that, just cancel. Come out over here and watch some baseball with me, BW, and the Hat. That's right, folks, the Hat. Don't pretend like he didn't have a part in that comeback. All right, folks, see you tomorrow. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I will chirp at you later, sending you right now to Rising Rhino. Say hi to him for me, all right? Appreciate it. Take care.